Today is the 8th of July and Operation Reclaimer has arrived in Halo Infinite, bringing with it some new game modes, and of course a new Operation Pass alongside new items in the shop and the exchange. But before we do jump into all of that, I just wanted to take a quick second to shill the Discord server. We've been doing Spartan of the Month for a couple of months now, which is essentially a new series of shorts I've been making where I spotlight some of the Spartans that you've made and we try to do a different theme every single time, with the theme of July tying into the current operation, where I want to see some of your best Halo 4 and 5 Spartans recreated in Halo Infinite. So first of all, looking at the shop, I won't be going over the returning items in detail as I don't really believe there's a need to do so. But in summary, we have the return of the Bruma armor set, Vindicator, Arbitration, Mythic Majesty, Halsey Special, and Omega Team, all of which are on sale. We also have a few items on the shop that are available in some of the prior Operation Passes, including the Promethean Assault Rifle, which was the purchase bonus in the Operation Pass that contained the Prefect armor. That Operation Pass only cost 500 credits to get the premium version, however, getting the Assault Rifle model and coating on their own in the shop is 1000 credits, which I think is ridiculous for a single weapon model and weapon coating. I think this is simply one that if you missed its original release, it's just not worth getting now. We also have the return of the Hellcat armor set, which again was available in one of the prior Operation Passes. This armor set costs 2200 credits and of course gives you the entirety of the Hellcat armor, the Promethean Spanker alongside the Termination Protocol visor, the Sequence Assembly weapon charm, the Assembly's emblem, and the Leithbridge Netrun emblem. 2200 credits I do think is pretty ridiculous. You get 2200 credits for the items you get here I do think is pretty ridiculous. Again, this was available in Operation Pass, it was only 1000 credits. And I do get these items being available on the shop, they are going to have an increased price point. Otherwise, buying the Operation Passes would lose their incentive, but I think the fact that it costs this much, something that you could have unlocked in a 1000 tier pass, is kind of crazy. I think something like 1500 to 1600 credits would be a much fairer price. And with that, we can move to the two new bundles. We have both the return of the Fotus and Wetwork armor sets, which are available together in the Midnight Super Bundle or individually. Starting off with Fotus, which is available in the Fist of the Unicorn bundle. In this, you of course get the Fotus helmet alongside the Torque node helmet attachment, which makes it look much more like the Halo 4 version of the helmet. You also get the Sotus shoulder pads, a chest attachment, the leg sleeve utility piece, the Kraken pad knee pads, the Pike gauntlet wrist attachments, the Unicorn steel armor coating, which I think looks way too similar to the Alloy 76 coating. You also get the Promethean sniper weapon model and the Ancient Patterns weapon coating. This bundle costs 2000 credits, which is pretty crazy. I do think that's a little bit too much. The Promethean sniper weapon model does look pretty cool, but again, I feel like this is another case where the silhouette of the weapon model is so different to the weapon that it is a model for, that I really think this is something that could have been its own weapon or weapon variant akin to the MA5K or the Fuel Rod Spanker. It's cool to see this armor set back, but this will probably be a skip from me. Anyways, we also have the Violet Wetwork bundle, which gives you, of course, the Wetwork helmet. Alongside its own helmet attachment, you get some shoulder pads, a chest attachment, a utility piece, some knee pads, a wrist attachment, and of course the Violet Sentinel armor coating. This bundle is 1600 credits, which is better than the Fotus one, but of course it doesn't come with the addition of a weapon model or coating. So of the two, Fotus is arguably better overall, though if I'm being honest, I do think I prefer the Wetwork armor. These are of course both available together in the Midnight Super Bundle, as I mentioned, for 3000 credits, and this also gives you the purchase bonus of the Mantle's Aegis armor effect. If you are planning on picking either of these bundles up, I do think just getting the Super Bundle is the better option. You do get much more there. Anyways, moving over to the exchange, we do have a pretty cool update there, as there's the return of some of the Hazmat armor core items, which includes the Notus armor set. We also have the Deathly Poison coating. Both the weapon and armor coatings are both available on the exchange now for 7500 Spartan points each. This is pretty cool to see. This was of course part of the Razer collab before the game had launched, and of course it's the coating that I primarily use, so it'll be nice to see more people rocking this coating in the battlefield. We do also have the Prefect armor set now available on the exchange, which is nice to see, and there is a brand new wrist attachment for the Mark 7 core, which is kind of cool. Overall, it's a decent update to the exchange if you potentially didn't get the Deathly Poison collab item, or if you missed out on either of these prior events. Though of course for someone like me that has pretty much everything that's available here, there's nothing too much to be excited for. The wrist attachment's cool, but I already have enough to unlock that, and then that's basically it as far as new items go. And with that, we can of course move over to talking about the new game modes. First of all, we have S&D Extraction. This is another variation of the extraction game type, this time mixing in elements of search and destroy. The mode does have its own economy system, and though I haven't played it yet, I am very curious to try it out. It has both an unranked and ranked version, so if you want a more sweaty experience, that is an option. It is of course an arena mode 4v4, motion tracker disabled, you only have 1 life per round, so it seems like it is going to be pretty intense. And there has been 2 brand new game modes that have been added to the Extraction Sack playlist. This includes the Grave Mind, where one player controls a grave mind, and you go around eating other players who are driving around on mongooses, mongai, kevins. And then we have Thunderball, where I'm presuming you have to try and not fall into the hole, maybe. Again, haven't played this one yet, but I am looking forward to trying it out. And with that of course brings us to the end of yet another Slop Shop video. Let me know down below if you're planning on buying any of the new shop bundles or completing the new Operation Pass. Have you tried out any of the new modes? Are they fun? Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.